In today's class you will be learning a new chapter, that is chapter 3. Chapter name is Continent and Oceans. So in previous chapter you would have learned the earth's surface is mainly covered with land and water. So what are these continents? Continents are nothing but large area of land are known as continent. So what is continent? Continent is a large area of land are known as continent. A continent is one of Earth's 7 main divisions of land. A continent is one of Earth's 7 main divisions of land. Why? Because the Earth's surface is mainly covered with land and water. Now this continent is one of the Earth's 7 main divisions of land. Next, the continents are from largest to the smallest. Next, now we'll be seeing how many continents are there. So there are 7 continents. So which is the first continent? The first continent is Asia. Which is the second continent? Second continent is Africa. The third continent name is North America. The fourth continent name is South America. The fifth continent name is Europe. The sixth continent name is Australia and Antarctic. Once again I'll repeat. There are 7 continents in the world. First one is Asia. Second one is Africa. Third one is North America. Fourth one is South America. Fifth one is Europe. And the sixth one is Australia and Antarctic. Now we shall see a world map. The world map includes 7 continents and 5 oceans. So which are the 7 continents? The first continent is Asia. The second continent name is Africa. Third continent name is North America. The fourth continent name is South America. The fifth continent name is Europe, and the sixth continent name is Australia, and the seventh continent name is Antarctic, along with 5 oceans. So which are the 5 oceans? First ocean is Arctic, the second ocean name is Atlantic, the third ocean name is Pacific Ocean, the fourth ocean name is Indian Ocean, and the fifth ocean name is Southern Ocean. So this world map includes both continent and ocean. So it includes 7 continents and 5 oceans. Hello everyone. In today's class we shall be discussing about landforms. So what are these landforms? Landforms are nothing but the land on Earth's surface that has different shapes and different forms. So these are called as landforms or natural features. What are landforms? Landforms are nothing but the land on Earth's surface that has different shapes and different forms. So these are called as landforms or natural features. Next, these are mountains, valleys, plateaus and plains. So what are the different land on the earth's surface that are available is mountains, valleys, plateaus and plains. So what are mountains? Mountains are nothing but the highest area on earth. So what are mountains? Mountain is the highest area on earth. Next, top of mountain is called as peak. So what is peak? Peak is nothing but the top of mountain. Next, high area of land which are not high as mountain. So high area of land but which is not high as mountain is called as hills. Next, we shall be seeing mountains, hills and valleys. So this is a mountain range. This is a valley. Here comes a river, you can see. This is a desert. This is peninsula. This is highland. We'll be seeing what is valley. What is valley? Valley is nothing but a low land between 2 hills or 2 mountains. Either it can be a low land between 2 hills or 2 mountains. So this is a valley. Next, you'll be seeing plateaus and plains. So what is this plateaus? What is this plains? Before going to that, once again we'll see what is this mountains. Mountain is the highest landform. What is valley? Valley is nothing but a low land between 2 hills or 2 mountains. This is valley. It is a low land between 2 mountains or 2 hills. Okay. Next, we'll be seeing what is plateau. Plateau is nothing but high flat land. What is plateau? Plateau is a high flat land. What is plains? Plains is a mostly a flat land. See, there is a difference between plateau and plain. What is that difference? Plateau is a high flat land. Plain is a mostly flat land. Okay, next, coastal plains. What is this coastal plains? Coastal plains is nothing but low flatland along an ocean. There is a difference, but when this is nothing but different between this plateaus plains and this coastal plains. Plateaus is high flatland, plains are mostly a flatland, coastal plains are low flatland along an ocean. Next, river. What is this river? River is a body of water that flows over a land. See, this is a body of water that flows over a land. Then what is lake? Lake is nothing but a body of water completely surrounded by land. This is a body of water which is completely surrounded by land. So there is a difference between river and a lake. So what is the difference? Difference is nothing but river means a body of water that flows over a land. Okay, lake means the body of water completely surrounded by land. What are hills? Hills is nothing but raised landform, not as high as mountain. This hills has a raised landform, but it is not high as mountains. What is this peninsula? Peninsula is nothing but a land that has water on all sides but one. See, it has a small portion of land, but water is surrounded by all sides. So what is peninsula? It has a small portion of land, but water is surrounded on all sides. Hello everyone. We shall be discussing a topic, desert. Can anybody identify which type of desert is this? This is the Ladakh desert. Next, what is desert? Desert are those areas of land which receives very little rain and very few plants or trees grow. So what is desert? Desert is an area of land which receives a less rainfall where only a few plants or trees can grow. What is coldest desert? Those areas which are covered by snow throughout the year. So what is coldest desert? Those areas which are covered by snow throughout the year are called as coldest desert. So we can't grow anything here. Means if the area of desert is completely surrounded by snow, we can't grow any plant or a tree. Yes? Most of desert are very hot and dry. For instance, the Thar desert in western part of India. Next we shall be saying oceans. What are oceans? The large area on earth's surface covered by water are known as oceans. Then what is sea? Small area covered by water are known as seas. How many types of oceans are there? There are 5 types. One is Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Southern Ocean. So these are the 5 types of oceans. Once again I'll repeat: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Southern Ocean. Can you see a map here? This is a world map, contains 7 continents with 5 oceans. Now we'll be seeing ocean names. One is Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean and Indian Ocean. Next we shall be seeing Indian Peninsula Highland groups. Yes? Okay. Large area on Earth's surface covered by water. So the large area on Earth's surface covered by water is known as what? It is a ocean. There are mountains, valleys, plains under the sea. So there are mountains, valleys, plains under the sea. The tops of some underwater mountains raises above the water and becomes highland. The top of some underwater mountains raises above the water and become highland. So there are some mountains raises above the water level and becomes highland. What is highland? Then highland is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. So this is a highland. It is a piece of land completely surrounded by water. A group of highlands that are close together in the sea. Once again I'll repeat. A group of highlands that are close together in sea is also known as what? Archipelago. What is this? Archipelago. So what is then peninsula? What is peninsula? Peninsula is nothing but a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Yes, peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Well, we shall recall. What is first point? Earth is covered by land and water. Next, A large area of land are known as continents. There are 7 types of continents. One is Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctic. India is a part of Asia. The different shapes of and forms of land on earth are known as landforms. What are landforms? The different shapes and forms of land on earth are known as landforms. For instance, mountains, hills, valleys, plateaus, plains and desert. The large area on Earth's surface is covered by water is known as oceans. The small area covered by water are known as seas. There are 5 types of ocean. One is Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Southern Ocean. Class 3, subject is social science, lesson name is chapter 3, continent and ocean, topic is notes. First one is right, true or false. First question is there are 5 continents in the world. So it is false. Second question is mountains are the highest area on earth's surface. It is true. Third question is a valley is the low area between 2 mountains. So it is true. And the fourth question is the land near the sea or oceans is known as the coast. It is true. And the next question is the top of underwater mountains that rises above the water becomes peninsula. So it is false. The second one is match the following. The first question is plains. So the answer is important for agriculture. Second one is oceans. So there are 5 oceans. Third question is desert. So Thar Desert. And the fourth question is archipelago, that is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And the next question is peninsula. So the answer is southern part of India. Next main is choose the correct word to fill in the blanks. The first question is the large area of land on Earth's surface are known as dash. Option 1 is continent, option 2 is oceans, option 3 is seas, option 4 is coast. So the answer is continents. Second question is there are 7 dash in the world. Option 1 is continent, option 2 is oceans, option 3 is seas, option 4 is coast. So the answer is continent. Third question is a line or a group of mountain is called a dash. Option 1 is peninsula, option 2 is peak, option 3 is range, option 4 is valley. So the answer is range. The fourth question is the large sketches of almost flat land are called dash. A large sketches of almost flat lands are called dash. Option 1 is plateaus, option 2 is hills, option 3 is plains, option 4 is mountains. So the answer is plains. And the next question is a piece of land completely surrounded by water is an dash. Option 1 is highland, option 2 is peninsula, option 3 is desert and option 4 is coast. So the answer is an highland. Next one is unscramble the letters to form the correct word. First question is India is a part of this continent. So which continent? Answer is Asia. Second question is the top of mountain. Which is the top of mountain? It is peak. The third question is high area of land which are lower than mountains. So it is hill. Next question is one of them is a Pacific. One of them is a Pacific. Means Pacific is what? It is a continent or ocean. When you arrange this, you will get an answer as oceans. Next question is a piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides. So piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides is called peninsula. Fifth one is answer the following. And the first question is name the 7 continents. The 7 continents are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctic. The second question is how plains are formed. Plains are formed from flowing lava or when hills and mountains are broken down by wind or rain. Third question is what are cold deserts? Some desert areas are covered by snow throughout the year are called cold desert. The fourth question is how many oceans are there? Name them. There are 5 oceans. First one is Pacific Ocean. Then second one is Atlantic Ocean. The third one is Indian Ocean. Fourth one is Arctic Ocean and the fifth one is Southern Ocean. And the next question is, what is the difference between an island and a peninsula? So, an island is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. Then what is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides. So, highland is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water, and peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides. Class 3, subject is social science. Lesson name is chapter 3, continent and oceans. Topic is worksheet key answer. First man is fill in the blanks. First question is, smaller areas covered by water are known as dash. It is sea. Second question is, the highest area on earth are known as dash. It is mountains. Third question is, there are dash continents in the world. There are 7 continents in the world. Fourth question is, dash is a part of Asia. So, India is a part of Asia. Fifth question is, dash is the coldest desert. Ladakh. Ladakh is the coldest desert. Second main is, choose the correct option. First question is, a piece of land completely surrounded by water is dash. Option A, an island. Option B, a peninsula. Option C, a desert. Option D, a coast. So the answer is peninsula. There are 5 dash in the world. Option A, continent. Option B, oceans. Option C is seas. Option D is coast. So the answer is oceans. Third question, the part of land that is next to the sea is called dash. Option A, lava. Option B, coldest desert. Option C, oceans. Option D, coast. So the answer is coast. Fourth question, natural features on Earth's surface is called dash. Option A, desert. Option B, landforms. Option C, valley. Option D, hills. So the answer is landforms. The fifth question is, a desert which is very cold and has a long winter is called as dash. Option A, range. Option B, coldest desert. Option C, oceans. Option D, plateaus. So the answer is coldest desert. Third main, right, true or false? First question is, water in oceans and seas is very salty. It is true. Second question, the low land between two hills or two mountains is known as range. It is false. The next third question is, the land near the sea or a ocean is known as coast. So it is true. A valley is a low area between two mountains. It is true. Fifth question, peninsula is the northern part of India. It is false. Next, we shall move on to the fourth main, that is nothing but answer the following. First question, name the different oceans. There are 5 oceans. First one is Atlantic Ocean. Second one is Arctic Ocean. Third one is Pacific Ocean. Fourth one is Indian Ocean. And fifth one is Southern Ocean. The second question is, what are landforms and name the different landforms. Answer is, the land on Earth's surface has different shapes and different forms. So that is called as landforms. The different landforms are mountains, hills, valleys, plateaus, plains and desert. The third question is, what is desert? Name the coldest desert. The desert are those areas of land which receives very little rain and where very few plants or a tree grow. So that is called desert. Which is the coldest desert? Ladakh is the coldest desert. Fourth question, how many continents are there? Name them. There are 7 continents. First one is Asia, second one is Africa, third one is North America, fourth one is South America, fifth one is Europe, and sixth one is Australia, and seventh one is Antarctic. We shall move on to the next question. Fifth question is, what is the difference between highland and peninsula? So, first one is highland. Highland is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. Then what is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Once again I'll repeat. Highland is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. But peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Next, second point, the top of some underwater mountain rises above the water and becomes island. So islands are some underwater mountains rises above the water and becomes highland. Next, what is peninsula? Peninsula is joined to the to a larger piece of land on one side. So peninsula will join to the larger piece of land on one side.